What's up, Wolverines? I'm Tony Gonzalez.
And I'm Alexander Tierse, and welcome to another edition of WBLN.
Throughout the year, we have prayed and walked with those who are homeless, refugees, and food insecure in our community. Let's do our part this Lent. As part of our Lenten collection, we'll be collecting the following items to help our brothers and sisters at Lotus House, Camilla's House, and Cultivate Abundance in Immokalee. We will be collecting items until March 26. 6th and 9th graders, collect toddler-sized sneakers, nitro-coated garden gloves, and travel-sized soaps. 8th and 11th graders, collect diaper sizes 3 to 6, reusable cloth, canvas, grocery bags. 7th and 10th grade will collect small handheld garden shovels, men or women's adult socks, travel-sized toothpaste, and toothbrush. Seniors will collect men's boxers, travel-sized toothpaste, and toothbrush.
This weekend in Orlando, Belen Jesuit DECA competed in the Florida State Career Development Conference, along with 2,700 other students in 50 competitive categories. 5 Belen students qualified to go to prestigious DECA International Career Development Conference in Anaheim, California. They will join the search to be the best international competitors and get the DECA glass. The students that qualified are Matthew Lombardi, 5th place, Carlos Perez and Luca Verona, 3rd place, and Gabriel Cintas and Santiago Martinez Cid in 8th place. We look forward to traveling to Anaheim, California on April 27th to see if they can be the best international competitors.
The biggest day of this year's primary campaign is here, as 16 states vote and contest, known as Super Tuesday. The elections are a crucial moment for President Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who are the overwhelming front runners for the Democratic and Republican presidential nominations, respectively. As the day with the most delegates up for stake, strong performances by Biden and Trump will move them much closer to becoming the party's nominee. The contest will unfold from Alaska and California to Virginia and Vermont, and while most of the attention will be on the presidential contest, there are other important elections on Tuesday.
House and Senate leaders released on Sunday the negotiated text of 6 appropriation bills Congress must pass by Friday to avoid a government shutdown. If the bill passes, Congress will have to vote on a second appropriations bill to fund the rest of the government. The deadline for that approval is March 22nd to again avoid a government shutdown. House Speaker Mike Johnson is claiming victory in the first negotiated settlement. He released a statement that said, in part, House Republicans secured key conservative policy victories, rejected left-wing proposals, and imposed sharp cuts to agencies and programs critical to President Biden's agenda. Some of those budget reductions include a 10% cut to the Environmental Protection Agency, a 7% cut to the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, and a 6% cut to the FBI. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer urged Democrats to get behind the spending bills. He said they will only pass with bipartisanship. In other news, Donald Trump celebrating a massive victory at the U.S. Supreme Court. Monday, all 9 justices unanimously agreeing to reverse a Colorado decision and allow Trump to be on the ballot in that state. Andrew Hernandez has a closer look at how this decision could affect not just this election, but others moving forward.
Yesterday, former President Donald Trump claims the Supreme Court has unified the country by securing his place on the 2024 ballot. Trump said the voters can take the person out of the race very quickly, but a court shouldn't be doing that. And the Supreme Court saw that very well, and I really do believe that will be a unifying factor. On Monday, the court ruled that Colorado could not remove Trump from the ballot under Constitution's ban on insurrections serving in office. States may disqualify people holding or attempting to hold state office, but states have no actual power under the Constitution to enforce Section 3 with respect to federal officers, especially the presidency. The justices warned that allowing states to make different decisions about ballot eligibility would result in a patchwork, creating chaos around elections. The victory for Trump was expected after February oral arguments, where justices from both sides of the aisle appeared skeptical of the Colorado's case. Elena Kagan, The Associate Justice of the Supreme Court said, "I think that the question you have to confront is why a single state should decide who gets to be the President of the United States." While the decision was 9-0 and applies to 50 states, there was some tension below the surface, with 4 judges writing concurring opinions. The 3 liberals saying their colleagues went too far, finding only Congress can enforce the 14th Amendment. Justice Barrett, a Trump appointee, agreed but didn't sign on to the liberal justice's language, instead highlighting unity on the court. For present purposes, our differences are far less important than our unanimity. All 9 judges agreed on the outcome of the case. That is a message that the Americans should take home. Colorado's Secretary of State once said, "The fight against Trump won't end on the high steps of High Court." Jenna Griswold, Colorado's Secretary of State, said, "Whether Trump is disqualified, qualified, whether he's on ballots across the United States or not, Americans will be able to save our democracy at the ballot box in November."
What's up, Wolverines? I'm Nick Salazar, and here's your sports for today. Varsity Baseball inaugurates the new field tonight, playing against St. Brendan High School. On the mound tonight will be Willie Campo. First pitch is at 6 p.m. With more about the opening day, we go to Bobby Caballero.
Today, our varsity Wolverine baseball team takes on St. Brendan High at our brand new state-of-the-art Maury Park.
I'm really excited for today's game. I really think we're going to come out on top. We played against some very good teams, had some great games. Our team really can hit, and we have some good pitching as well. And we know a lot about them. We are up to date with their scouting and stuff, so we're prepared and we're ready to play on this new field and win. Being on the first baseball team that gets to play on this new field here at Belen, that you guys can see behind me, it's a special feeling. It's going to be a next level experience. And the best part about it is that I'm a junior, I still have 1 more year, and it's not even done. So this preview of what we have, it's gorgeous. We're grateful for it, but I can only imagine how much nicer it's gonna be next year.
Of course, anyone in Miami would want to have these facilities like ours. And gratefully, I'm a freshman, I have the opportunity to do it, so I think it's a good spot for anybody to come to the school and have this opportunity. The new facilities will help us in many different ways. It'll make us stronger with the new workout facility, with the new baseball facility, the turf. It's a great platform to play on, easy to read baseballs. And for our bullpen, it helps our pitchers get better every single day, and it just keeps on helping us improve.
The most exciting part to me and my favorite part about the new field is just simply how it looks. I've played on turf fields before. Ours is also a turf field of very high quality, which you don't really get compared to other turf fields in Miami. So having the nicest turf in Miami, which is always going to be nice, true, play those ground hops, especially for me, I'm a third baseman on the team, so getting those easy hops, getting those true ground balls really helps me out. Maybe it makes me able to focus on my throw. And just having a turf field like that, once again being one of the nicest in Florida even, really is a big perk.
I'm most excited for playing on the baseball field. We've never played on it in an actual game, and on Tuesday's our first game, so just being able to play on a beautiful field like that is a blessing.
As we look forward to a great baseball season for our Wolverines, we ask everyone to come out tonight and pack the house. For WBLN, I'm Bobby Caballero.
Coming off of another win, the varsity track team competes tonight here at 4 p.m. Matias Mule met up with members of the track team to find out what they hope to accomplish this year.
As the Belen track and field team begins their season, the team seems to be ambitious. Building up on last year's runner-up finish at states, this team expects to win the program's second state title in school history. After coming off his state cross-country championship, Josh Ruiz hopes he'll make a difference in taking the team to the next level.
Yeah, this season I hope to try to be the low stick for our team in as many events as I can, the 800 mile, 2 miles specifically, and maybe even the 4x8, and hopefully get the school its second state title in program history is something that I'd love to do.
Josh is not the only one with big goals. Sprinter and long jumper Diego Leon, as well as freshman sensation Marcelo Mantecon, also hope to make a difference.
Well, my goals for the season are honestly just to continue to get a little bit better every day, and hopefully once we get to districts, just compete strong, and then move on to the regional level and be able to compete at the state level.
I would love to win a state title for maybe a 2 mile or a 4x8, and maybe a mile if it leads down to that. And I would like to run good at a national race.
We asked pole vault coach Jose Roca Jr., what does the team have to do in order to accomplish the goal of winning states?
In order for this team to be successful, they really just have to love one another, care about each other, and do the best they can on the track. If they do that, they're going to be a special group. If they don't, if they are selfish, if they think about themselves, then it's going to be a long year. But it's up to them to decide how that's going to go.
We also caught up with Thiago Socarras, who at the preseason meet broke the Dela Cruz Stadium record for the mile with a time of 4 minutes and 13.30 seconds, to give us his thoughts on the record as well as his goals for the rest of the season.
It feels really good. We've worked hard, me and the whole team, and it was good to have the guys pushing me out there, and it felt even better to break, a nice little record. So yeah, I have some pretty lofty goals. Obviously, I'm working hard towards them, and we'll see. So far, I want to, try to do some historic stuff and break 4 in the mile, but anything can happen. But I'm gonna work towards that. Yeah.
It is common for people to ask themselves, why do people like doing such a demanding sport like track and field? Here is, once again, Josh Ruiz giving his reason as to why.
Yeah, I like doing track mainly because of my team. Obviously, the group of guys I have around me is what makes running so special to me. I don't think I'd be running if it wasn't for these guys, so just the fact that I'm able to goof around but also take things serious in this team is awesome.
Lastly, we asked Coach Roca, what does he hope his athletes will take away from their experience doing track?
Ultimately for us as a coaching staff, it's to help each and every man become a better man and to grow closer to the person of Jesus Christ. That's the reason I'm out here, Victor's out here, Brother Eric, Coach Cruz, Carlos, Jimenez, C-Flow. We're all out here to make men better and to help them grow closer to Jesus. If we're successful along the way, if we win, if we lose, that's an afterthought. Everything we do here at Belen is for God's greater glory. We truly believe that. That's in everything, every decision that we make. And so ultimately, if they grow closer to the person of Jesus Christ because of this sport, we're doing our jobs and we're doing a fantastic job.
We wish the track team the best of luck for their upcoming meets and the rest of the season. This is Matias Murle reporting for WBLN.
Thank you, Matias. That's all for your sports for today. Now back to the guys at the desk.
Thank you, Nick. That's all for your news today. Remember to follow us on all social medias and stay safe.
And stay golden, Wolverines.